Before you continue watching, I want you to do something tonight. Sit alone in a dark room, turn off your phone, turn off the lights, and stay there for just 10 minutes. No music, no distractions, no escape, just silence. If that idea makes you uncomfortable, this video is for you, because the fear of silence might reveal everything you need to know about yourself. You see, the thing most people fear isn't failure, it isn't loneliness, it isn't even death. It's being left alone with their own thoughts. Because the moment the world goes quiet, the voices in your head get louder. The regrets, the fears, the memories, the dreams you abandoned. And suddenly, there's nowhere left to hide. Think about it. When was the last time you sat in complete silence? No scrolling, no music, no notifications. Just you. For most people, the answer is never. Because we live in a world obsessed with noise. The average person spends nearly every waking moment distracted, scrolling, watching, listening, consuming, anything to avoid being alone with themselves. But why? Why are we so desperate to escape silence? Because silence is a mirror, and mirrors don't lie. Silence strips away every distraction, every excuse, every illusion, until all that's left is you, the real you. Your insecurities, your fears, your regrets, the conversations you wish had gone differently, the opportunities you let slip away, the dreams you quietly gave up on. And perhaps that's why silence feels so heavy, because deep down, we already know the truth. We're just afraid to hear it. Have you ever noticed how uncomfortable people become during silence? A conversation suddenly stops, and within seconds, someone reaches for their phone. Someone laughs nervously. Someone says something meaningless just to fill the emptiness. Because silence makes people anxious, and anxiety creates noise. But here's what's fascinating. The most powerful person in the room is rarely the loudest. The loudest person often speaks to gain attention, to prove themselves, to be seen. But the silent person? They observe, they listen, they understand. And that makes them dangerous. Because people fear what they cannot predict. You can't read a silent person. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know what they're planning. And so your mind begins creating stories. Do they dislike me? Are they judging me? Why aren't they talking? But the truth is, their silence often reveals more about you than it does about them. Because when someone says nothing, your mind fills the emptiness with its own insecurities. Silence exposes us, not to others, but to ourselves. And maybe that's why modern life is so loud. Because a distracted mind never asks difficult questions. Questions like, am I happy? Am I wasting my life? Am I becoming the person I wanted to be? Those questions can change everything, and change is terrifying. So instead, we keep ourselves busy enough to avoid thinking, busy enough to avoid feeling, busy enough to avoid facing ourselves. But there's a cost, because the person who cannot sit alone in silence will always depend on noise to escape. And a person who constantly escapes themselves can never truly know who they are. History's greatest thinkers understood this. They sought solitude, silence, stillness. Because silence teaches what noise never can. It teaches patience, self-awareness, discipline, clarity, and perhaps most importantly, it teaches you who you really are. So the next time silence appears, don't run from it. Don't reach for your phone. Don't turn on music. Stay. Listen. Because hidden beneath the silence might be the answers you've been searching for your entire life. And the most terrifying part? Deep down, you already know what those answers are.